Welcome to the missed Zoom class video for Wednesday, February 24th. A couple of general announcements. Whoops. One, don't forget to email your counselor if you haven't met with them to pick your classes yet. And secondly, all your feedback is updated in your Unit 5 exam. So on your main page on Schoology, on yours, it's going to say grades. If you click on grades, and then under the assessment folder, click on Unit 5 Molecular Structures exam, and you open up your exam. For every question that you get incorrect, for example, if you get question number 3 incorrect, it'll show up as 0 or less than the score out of this score. Right. It'll tell you what answer you selected was incorrect, but it might not tell you what answer is correct. But below that, there should be a link to a video or a screenshot of how to correctly solve. So this should be true for every single problem you got wrong. And the reason why we do this is because in order for you to retake your Unit 5 exam, you need to do test corrections. So if you click on how to retake tests, right, step number 1 is to figure out what questions you got wrong on the Unit 5 exam is. If my verbal instructions weren't enough, feel free to watch this video and it will walk you through how to find your assessments, right? And if you want to retake, you're going to click the retake document linked in step number 2. It's going to ask you to make a copy, and you're going to click on that blue button that says make a copy, and it will look like this. So for every question you got wrong on the Unit 5 exam, write down that question number and how to correctly solve. So you might want to watch the videos that I link you for that, and then what mistake you made. Then you're going to share this with me by my email, and once you share it with me, I'm going to respond to you via email and let you know what are the next steps to retake. And you can always retake on your own time asynchronously, and it is still open notes for the retake. So today we are mainly reviewing lessons 6.1 and 6.2. So today was kind of our short day. And there weren't any common errors in Nearpod 6.1. Everyone did pretty well. In Nearpod lesson 6.2, though, there was a significant percentage of us that would get this question wrong. So, for example, how many total elements of H are there in the molecule H2 according to the chemical equation? And there's 2 ways to solve for this. Right? So I need to pay attention to the fact that it's asking for total elements of H in just the molecule H2. So of these 4 molecules that I circled in green, light blue, and pink, this one is H2, right? So it's asking me how many H's I have in H2. Well, in one H2, there's 2, right? But if, according to this equation or this recipe, there's 2 of them, right? So 2 plus 2 is going to be 4 H's total, right? The other way I can solve for this is mathematically, right? So another way of solving for this would just be taking our subscript 2 and multiplying it by 2, right? So 2, this subscript 2, times This coefficient underlined in 2 times 2 is also 4. So 4 h's is what I have here, right? So I can either solve it just by multiplying like this, or I can solve it by looking at the picture. How many h's total do I have, right? That's what it's asking for when it's asking for total elements. So at this point, our 3 steps are usually the same. If you did not finish your Nearpod lessons, complete them first, and then when you are done, you're going to complete the launch with the goal of missing just one problem. So scrolling down, if you did not complete your Nearpod lesson yet, in yesterday's folder, where it says homework, go ahead and complete the homework first by following the directions there. And once you do, then you're going to click on today's folder, yellow February 24 Wednesday class materials. Click on February 24 Zoom class links. And then you can complete the launch and the launch retake. All right. So if you only miss one on this first one, feel free to skip this because I would have already given you full credit. Right? And know that if you miss more than one question, for every question that you get wrong, there should also be a feedback after you click on view score where it explains how to correctly solve each problem. And that's pretty much it for today.